Well, as much as I do enjoy the axe, I think it is time to broaden my horizon somewhat. And I feel that I might start by taking up the lance here in Gridania. Excuse me, receptionist, the lady. Welcome to the Lancers Guild, adventurer. You seek to refine your skills with the polearm, and you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another, and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. Do you seek membership with us? Yes, I do. Very well. I shall provide you with an insight into the history of our guild. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelveswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that the myriad fighting styles come into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalised at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Mistal nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you are willing to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrolment procedures. Yes? You haven't talked me out of it anyway. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Yes, I have. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Yuane know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our rank must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray, make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Okay, I'll do so. So just through here. Excuse me. Yuane? Yuane. Assume. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. I see you have some combat experience, yet it remains to be seen if such skills you have acquired will avail you here. But no matter, in my capacity as a guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exists myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it was an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favouring armour of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defences. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good ale. Even in a farmer's hand, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavourable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to glory and victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Yes, I think I should be fine. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I shall add to your hunting log the names of creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. In celebration of the occasion, I hereby present you with your very own spear. Arm yourself with it and speak to me once more. I would have you undertake your first task, a trial to be precise. I can probably do that. Okay. However, let us put on something a little less advanced. Or swap over. There we go. Yes, sir. I think I'm properly equipped. What do you mean you're not sure that I should have changed in front of you? It's fine. Ewain wishes to assign you your first trial as a member of the Lancers Guild. So you are able to discern one end of the spear from another. Good. You are doubtless eager to put your new weapon to the test, which is well, for I too have a test in mind. Or rather, a trial. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and pitch yourself against the creatures that roam just outside the city. The squirrels, ladybugs and fungi should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each and report back to me. I mean, it's not glamorous work, but I guess it will do. Okay, where are such things located? Okay, out in the Central Shroud. What's the Central Shroud? All in the Central Shroud, excellent. I don't have to go too far. Blue Badger Gate should probably do it. It's definitely very peaceful out here. Let us completely ruin that with the sound of slaughter. This whole thing seems very familiar somehow. Ground squirrels we're fine with. Some more ladybugs. I wonder if they have someone watching me, because I don't know how they would know that I've done these or not. Oh, not to matter. Okay, some funguals out here. Oh, is this person okay? There we go. Hey, I think we're done there. Not sure what's going on now. Guess they're culling more of those fungoids than I needed to. Guess we can head back in now. Yeah, not a very difficult first challenge, but is what it is. Don't imagine these first guild tests are that actually testing. That's fun. You want to know I know the pointy end from my arse, I suppose. Be surprised how many people would probably fail at even that. Okay, Wayne, I'm back. So you are back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. I've gotten very basic understanding. Lancer learns best when he is doing, each frost making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time, and never forget courage. Without it, you cannot help to realise your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt, that is well. It is clear you see the truth in my words. That will be all for present. Now take up your weapon, sally forth and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. I'm sure it won't be too long. Let me see what we can do around Gridania, and then I'll be back shortly. Oh, I believe the Lancers Guild has a bit more work for me. Check it out. Guildmaster Wayne would teach you the meaning of courage. Ah, you've returned. I take from your presence that you've gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You'll recall me telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this and you'll be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so to your first task. The riverbanks of the central shroud are home to vilekin known as Yarzons. Fiercely territorial, creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever ravenous creatures out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzon appears, but if 2 or 3 follow the scent, let's see how you fare then. Go now, my young lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Yarzons, eh? Well, I have to say, from that speech, I was kind of expecting something a little bit more terrifying. Guess he knows to play up for the crowd. I'll head over there and deal with this quick as a flash, I think. Up this way, I think. Right, I think we're coming up to the right area now. Looks like down here. We'll see if we can lure them out. Not too difficult. Okay, 2 more. Maybe 2 more? No. 1 more maybe. Okay, simple enough. Took longer getting out here. Anyway, let's head back. Right, so Yarzon's defeated. Welcome back, Zest, and well done. I trust you now understand that in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, the lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. The lancer who fears to attack is naught but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all good it will do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the central shroud. To an area adjoining and the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of Twelveswood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. And there you will find 3 collapsed pillars which have become a hold for fearful creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends do you expect to encounter? To reveal that would defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young lancer. I will only say this, if you face these foes with a lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, pray report to Gillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you might benefit from hearing. The lancer learns best when he is doing. Aye, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Zest, and do as I bid you. Okay, so where do we go for these? They've just, you know, told me to go do this while I was already out there, but nope. I keep going back and forth and back and forth. Ugh. Anyway. Let's get a spurt on. Get this done quickly. Can I squeeze through here? That would be a no. Darn it. Oh. We'll go around then. I think I've been out this way before. These are the pillars. Oh, maybe I have. I don't know. Really? The themes that may come out of hiding is a cloud of ciphers. That's what I have to worry about, is it? Let's hope this pillar has something a bit more interesting. Tiny bit more. Bigger at least. Okay, third pillar. What have you got for me? Oh. Okay. Well. Fine. Right, I guess back to the Lancers Guild. Hello Gillian, I dealt with that request. I've been expecting you, Zest. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavour may prove difficult in the beginning. God knows how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will show. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Uwain, but if there's aught I can do to assist your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area. What is going on? Let's have a look, shall we? Who's this fella? And you call yourselves Lancers? Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know you are no true Lancer. Say what you will. I am above provocation. Craven to the last man. Hello there. Ah, but what have we here? Wait, he is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your ranks, did you not? He did. That's supposed to scare me. Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. Bloody show off. There's naught more to see. Return to your drills. So what was that about? Zest, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, not really. It's more that I kind of knew he was going to stop short. Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest, lest you wonder it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering of two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and the skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a Lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Zest. I'll take the money. Yeah, if you excuse me one moment, I need to go check on something and I'll be back shortly. Okay, let's see what the Guildmaster has for me now. Guildmaster Yuane has a mind to test your courage. Ah, Zest, I swear you've gained an ilm around the arm since last we spoke. It is plain you have not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today, we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle, that is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when odds are stacked against you? You shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals claim dominion. The summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage, but given time and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Courage and perseverance, eh? I could do that. That is true. Could very much indeed do that. Or I could bring along a large axe, so they don't bother me on the way. I think that will be my plan instead. Sure, maybe not quite what he had in mind, but oh well. Right, heading out over here again, are we? Oh, I see the animals from here. See if they bother me on my way up. I think I'll probably be fine. I know better than to get in the way of a man with a large axe. And if they don't, well, it's all well and good. Okay, guess I missed my turning. Up here? Right, let's clear a path out first. Right, I guess I will switch over to my lance and then do this task here. We set. Okay, looks like it. Stone of courage, eh? Looks more like a rock of rubbish, but let's see. Congratulations, you have obtained the false stone of courage. Oh, it's you again. Aye, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Not much. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Folquez. We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. Pleasure? I don't know if I would use that word exactly. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instance I sensed you unlike the others, that you had promise. And so to the present. In its current state, the trial which you're engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I've taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I'm sure you'll agree. I suppose. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Gawain will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. I'm gonna put on some kind of portrait and hang it above your bed. Okay, over to Spirit Hold then. I don't know why he thought this would be more difficult. If anything, it's just more time consuming. I guess courage means time consuming? I don't know. These people are strange. Forest folk. Anyway. Excuse me, imps. Pardon me, coming through. Excuse me. To be fair, they don't really seem too bothered about me being here. Where are we? Just check these rooms one by one. Not there. Not there. Ah, that looks promising. Excuse me, imp, but I don't want you to I want you to get involved while I'm doing my work. Yeah, there we go. The actual Stone of Courage. A little bit more shiny than the other one, I guess. And blue. Right. Back to Gridania, I suppose. Okay, you're a Guildmaster. I have 2 Stones of Courage for you to choose on. Pick whatever you want. So you have returned. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Yep, 2 of them. You can have this one. A heavy stone used by woodwayers for training with the lance. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it's rather worse condition than when last I saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? Well, you see, the lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training. 7 hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Zest, though I do not doubt you know better. My duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is vainglorious tripe. As you have already learned, a lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the animal's territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindingly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lessons of this trial close to your heart. I will attempt to do so. However, something tells me you have another task for me while I'm here, so go ahead. Guildmaster Uwain originally needs you to travel to the East Shroud in his stead. Zest, you come at a good time. I urgently require your help. I mean, I haven't left from last time you were talking to me, but okay. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Folkers paid us another visit. Okay, I must have missed that. Seemingly intent on reprising the performance he gave on the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. It seems one of our younger members took offence at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in his shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly and rebuked the lad. But letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure the hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Zest. Pray go to East Shroud in my stead and watch over our comrade. Okay, I can do that. Why not? I'll head over there post haste. Okay, it's a bit of a run, as usual. These will be a pain in the rear end, so swing around my axe for a little bit. Excuse me, pig. I don't see anyone out here. Oh, right behind that tree ant. I see him. Okay, let's deal with this moron. Hello there. So we meet again. You remember who I am, I trust? Flemin. Farquhar. Farquhar? Nope, sorry. Who are you again? You wound me. How could you possibly forget your mentor? You taught you the true meaning of courage. Well, as a consequence, though you have forgotten the teacher, it's plain you have not forgotten his teachings. I understand you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage in Spirit Hold. Seems I was right about you. You have the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well that you have come to me, for I have just a trial for you, one that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? But you have no choice. Should you refuse, well, suffice to say, I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here. I could just stab you with my lance. No, fine. When last we spoke, I told you that the Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better sport. But fear not, I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemic potation and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. Fine. I'll play your stupid game for now. A highly toxic liquid entrusted to you by the rogue Lancer Farquhar. Hello, son. Okay, well, we're done. Well, it's simple enough. You're going to let him go now. So, you've vanquished the treant. Well done. By striking down that frenzied creature, you've further strengthened your courage. Release your comrade. Oh, I shall once you've completed my next trial. This one will pitch you against a multitude of foes. What is it? Make your way to Life Men's Stump and Central Shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot along the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there this time of year. Should not be long before a pack appears. When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from up close to better to offer you advice. Just wait, mate. I'll be back in a bit. Where's this stump? Central Shroud. I swear I'm going to build this guy for my time. But what's the easiest way to get here? And it'll be a hefty bill as well. I'm going to charge by the minute. 200 gil per minute. I swear if I go out there and I have to come all the way back again, I'm going to shove this lad so far up his... guess I have to cross the river here. I use the term loosely. Right, okay, wolves, let's be having you. Wherever you are. Any time now. Hello? What do you want? It's as good as over if the Alpha Wolf paralyzes you. Is it now? Courage is only forged in the midst of great danger. I mean, even if that is the case, I'm not entirely sure this is the danger you were thinking of. I grow deathly bored. Let me make this more interesting. He's using a blinding potion. Great, thanks for that. Yeah. The part here is done, the rest I leave to you. Oh, thanks. Good to know your courage didn't fail you. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Sorry, wolves. You are to be congratulated, Zest. By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you have further tempered your courage. And in the process, you have brought peace to Life Men's Stump, a place considered sacred by the people of Gridania. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by the guild are naught but child's play. Not really, you're just a bit of an Mine is the one true path to courage. All others lead to ignominy. Oh, whatever. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Ewain in his House of Cravens, never to return. Now I'm alright. For your sake, I pray you do so soon. Till we meet again. I really hope it's later, rather than sooner. Much, much later. Let's head back to the guild then, I suppose. Tell Ewain what's gone on here. I don't know what happened to the young Lancer guy. I assume Farquhar let him go, but I can't say for sure. Oh, let's hope he made his way back to the guild. That guild master, I think, was set up here. Zest, thanks to God you are safe. That young fool of a lancer returned but moments ago. Oh, there you go. And through choked tears recounted me all that has transpired. I understand Folkes again attempted to force upon you his corrupted notion of courage. I cannot say this often enough. A lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. It's fine. You were able to overcome Folkes' trials, 'tis true, yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage. That is, a courage born of composure and resolve. I get it. I really do. You faltered not before the fury of frenzied treant, nor did you succumb to panic when surrounded by bloodthirsty wolves. Owing to this, you were able to perform to your fullest of your potential. You've come far, Zest. It is past time I taught you the piercing talon technique, one of the most versatile weapons in the Lancer's arsenal. May it serve you well. Now, I must needs decide what course of action to take with regard to your self-appointed mentor. Though no lives were lost, this incident only serves to confirm what I have long suspected. That Folkes will cause great harm if left to propagate his corrupted notion of courage. He must be persuaded to desist, though I do not yet know how. Mayhap his regard for you could be turned to our advantage, but leave such considerations to me. For the time being, you will do well to put Folkes from your mind. Focus on your training and strive to master the technique I have taught you. I look forward to our next meeting. Very well. I will do just that, I suppose. Right, Ewain, thanks for the tutelage. Got some things to be getting on with, and I will see you all shortly.